Wanted to let our parents know this morning, if you're waking up with us and you have a student over at Harper ISD, you should know by now, my hope is, that all classes have been canceled. Harper ISD Superintendent Dr. Stevenson is joining us on the phone. Chris Stevenson, the superintendent there, to give us an update on exactly how you made that call and what was it specifically, Superintendent Stevenson, that you saw in the forecast and you thought, this is why we need to cancel classes for Harper ISD.
Yes, ma'am. And throughout the day yesterday and again overnight, we've had 12+ inches of rain. We closed school yesterday at 1 o'clock. All of the small creeks and streams that run through our school district, flood downhill into the headwaters of the Llano River, and all of the conditions as we know them this morning are extremely dangerous for our end of the county, and it was not worth risking any lives this morning to get children on school buses to try to even attempt to have the school day today.
When you made that call yesterday during school, how do you get the word out to parents to make sure that they don't go through dangerous situations to pick up the kiddos? Because at 1 o'clock, your school's still in session, right? Right.
We send out a school phone message to everyone. We run the buses. We have several people throughout the district who are monitoring all the different road conditions and creeks and streams throughout our school district. And we hold children at the school until the parents can get them. We had children that stayed at the school throughout the afternoon until we got home. We got everyone home safely, and we were able to get everyone home safely yesterday afternoon. Just this morning, there's absolutely no way we can risk anything this morning. It's very dangerous.
Chris, this is John Dapkovich. How do you go about evaluating this situation? Because we are seeing there's still more rain falling. We've seen the National Weather Service has had to already update its forecast and crest. How do you guys go about monitoring this, and are you considering taking even more precautions this morning?
Well, we stay in contact with the local authorities, TxDOT, and we monitor all the different LCR total rain gauges. We stay in constant communication with people upstream and downstream. And Harper, being the headwaters of the Llano River, when we get this kind of rain in the western end of Gillespie County on the Llano, it definitely impacts the communities of Fredericksburg, Stonewall, Johnson City as the water works its way downstream. So we stay in constant communication with all the other local superintendents. So I've been in contact with with Mac Ramsey at Llano this morning. I've been in contact with the Junction superintendent, all the other smaller schools in our area, and we communicate constantly over the phone throughout the night. I've been monitoring the road since 4:30 this morning, and it was obvious for me this morning that there was absolutely no way that we could attempt it, and anyone downstream from Fredericksburg to Llano back toward the Highland Lakes area is an extreme danger this morning.
And what we have seen up in the Llano area, a little bit north from where you are, is that this is the type of flooding that nobody has seen in their lifetimes. It goes back a long time. Based on your experience there in Harper, how does this compare to past flooding incidents?
I've been here 20 years, and I've seen water at the levels that I'm seeing it this morning, but if we continue to get the rain throughout the morning, we could see levels that I haven't seen in 20 years. I have seen water that has reached the tops of the roads close to Highway 290, where 290 goes through Harper, and on 783 north and south, levels that are as high as I've ever seen them.
Wow.
So record floods, I'm not sure in comparison to what we've seen over a lifetime, but I know in my 20 years, this one is as big as anything I've seen.
Superintendent Stevenson, can you kind of tell us, while you're looking at this radar that we have for you on KXAN, and you're seeing all this rain, and you're hearing Jim Spencer and David Yeomans talking about how this could be the worst flood in our lifetime on the Llano River, you have to be thinking about your students, and some of these students may be in homes that may be flooded, if not today, then sometime soon.
Sure, absolutely. And the way this storm has been training from south, moving up north, it just has not moved over the last 24 hours. And like I said, we've had over a foot of rain here, and I know there's been more rain, I think, in portions of Llano County than what we've had. And so there's it's an easy decision when it comes to taking care of our kids and making sure that everyone stays home. It's not worth even leaving your house and with these types of conditions. Everyone just needs to stay home and be safe, and never take any risk in trying to drive over any of these streams, because this part of the hill country, these creeks and streams and rivers, they rise as fast as any in the state of Texas, and we have to be extremely cautious when it comes to these types of weather conditions.
And to that point, have you heard from any of your teachers or students? Is everybody okay right now?
Yes, everyone's fine. We haven't had any any types of water rescues in our end of the county that we're aware of. I was made aware of some that were happening closer down toward Fredericksburg overnight, but nothing within our school district that we've had. And our school district does cover the area in 3 different counties, into Kimball and in Gillespie County and Kerr County as well. But right now, we're not aware of any types of accidents or anything that's happened with this flooding at this time.
And that certainly is the good news. Chris Stevenson, Superintendent of Harper ISD.